Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas Realtor out here in the Las Vegas Valley. I want to talk about working with a strong negotiator. If you are working with an agent, you definitely want to find an agent that can really help and negotiate the deal, because a strong agent that knows how to negotiate can actually literally save you thousands and thousands of dollars. There's a story that I want to share with you today regarding two of my listings where I'm actually representing the seller. And the buyers actually sent over, two of these buyers from two separate properties sent over a request repair form. They've conducted the home inspection and they want some items to be fixed. Now, once I received it, some of these items are, minute. Some of them are some big ticket items. And one of the ticket items is actually a plumbing issue where the ceiling's actually leaking. However, what I did mention to the buyer's agent and also to the buyer, would they actually consider a price reduction to the home? Now, how does this actually benefit my seller? Well, based upon today's market and how things are going, we have a property that is worth about $275,000, but we have an offer at $280,000 at this time. However, I already know that the property is not going to appraise at $280,000. Now, I know it will appraise at $275,000. So the negotiating strategy where we come in play is that, we offered the buyer, would they consider a price reduction of $3,000? So now the buyer is actually accepting the $3,000. But here's the catch. We've just gone through the due diligence period, which is the 10 days where they're going to do all their inspections. Inspection report came back and they said, hey, Mr. Seller, would you fix these items? We negotiated with the buyer to say, hey, we will give you a price reduction of $3,000, so that way we don't have to fix these items. Now, like I told you, I know that this property is not going to appraise at $280,000. It will only appraise at $275,000. So I explained this to my client. So now we are going to move forward. However, now once we do the home inspection, once we do the appraisal to the property, the appraisal comes back at $275,000. My seller really doesn't lose out any money. Now, the only way that my seller would actually lose out is if they actually fix the items, and really, if it costs $3,000 to fix the items and my client actually spent $3,000 to fix it, and we had to reduce the price down to $275,000 to get it closed, he really didn't make $275,000. He only made $272,000. However, the bad news on the buyer's side, the agent not negotiating and not understanding the process of things, how it works as far as the transaction, basically just lost their client $3,000. But we made the additional $3,000 and we didn't have any expenses. So that's why it's very, very important that you really pick an agent that knows how to negotiate the deal and really understand the concept of a real estate transaction. Now, we're learning a couple things here. Now, if you are a buyer, one of the things that you have to take a look at is the property going to appraise? Are you going into the deal offering more to beat out all the buyers out there, but then you're trying to beat up the seller once you're in escrow and ask for a price reduction? There's a lot of compensating factors. So you have to understand, if you are a buyer out there and you are submitting an offer on a property over price, so that way you can beat everybody out of the punch, then go in and ask for a price reduction, how much of a price reduction you are asking for. Now, unfortunately, in this situation, the buyers are losing out, and it's a win-win situation. At the end of the day, as an agent, we have to represent our clients. But the moral of the story is, it's all about how you negotiate the deal. Do you understand real estate and how things work? Now, let's just do this on the flip side. Let's see if I'm actually representing the buyer, okay? I would actually ask the seller to actually fix those items, okay? Now, in addition to that, asking them to fix those items, okay, I would probably get the appraisal done first to see how much it appraises at, okay? So that way, once you get the appraisal back, you ask for the price reduction, then you get the items fixed. So it's really case-by-case basis, but unfortunately, under this transaction, it's a win-win for our client, the seller. it's a lose-lose for the buyer's agent. So that's something I really want to share with you that's very important. If you are a buyer out there, it is so important that you work with a buyer's agent that has strong skills with negotiating and also understands the concept and the process of the timelines on a real estate contract. Okay. Other than that, guys, that's all I have today. I'm Chakits, Krulsawat with Simply Vegas Realty. Please don't forget to comment or like, or most importantly, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We are getting more and more followers, and I really do appreciate that. Also, if you're just getting into the market and want to start looking at homes, below I'll actually have a link where you can click the link and visit lvhomeexperts.com. It's a great website. You will have full access to all the properties that are currently on the market today, that is currently active, and that's what's really important. You viewing properties that are actually active, okay? Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I'm Chuck with Simply Vegas Realty.